What's good, math family? In today's video, we're going to focus on 4 problems and how to properly identify domain and range from a graph. In the first example, they're asking us to select the graph with a domain of all real numbers less than or equal to 6. So the best way to answer this is let's go in and identify the actual coordinate that the point is on. So in A, we're dealing with 6, -2. In B, we're dealing with -4, 6. C, we have 6, -4. And then D, we have 3, 6. Now understand, when we're talking about domain, we're talking about the x value. So our x coordinate should be 6. And if it's not, we could eliminate that answer choice. So answer choice D is incorrect because our x value is 3. And the same thing with answer choice B. Our x value is -4. So now if we're looking for a domain, or if we're looking for x values that are smaller than x, we're now looking at A and B. And we should know that the answer choice is A, because once we follow this line, any point that we pick on it, the x value is either going to be equal to 6 or less. So here goes the first example. Our y-intercept, our x value is 0, right? Now, when we compare this to C, we know C is the incorrect answer because we have a x value that is greater than 6. So the domain would be a number that is greater than 6, like the green dot. That is 80. Our x value is larger than 6. Problem number 2, we have to be mindful that our graph has endpoints. That line has endpoints. So the best way to solve this, I would say, is let's write the coordinates for each of these endpoints. First endpoint is -7, -4. And then my second endpoint is going to be 6, 5. So because those endpoints have closed circles, right? Our inequality should be greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. That or equals to sign should be there. So F and G are gone. Now, remember, domain is x values. So when I highlight the x value, I know the x value should be between -7 and 6. So as I look at answer choice H, I notice that they put the y values, which is the range, right? -5, -4 and 5, they put that as the domain, but that should be the range. So we should know that H is incorrect. And when we look at J for the domain, we know the domain x is greater than or equal to -7 and less than or equal to 6. That is correct. There is no x's that are less than -7, and there's no x's that are greater than 6. Then when we look at the range, I'm sorry, family, the range, we know those y values are either going to be between -4 and +5. So just make sure, after you use process of elimination, that you pay attention to your domain and range, because they will try to flip it and confuse you or get you with that trick. Dealing with quadratic equations, and they're asking us which choice best represents the domain and range of the function. But we know that with this domain and the endpoints, this graph is going to continue on forever and cover the entire x-axis, right? So we know that domain should be all real numbers, and it typically is when we talk about quadratic equations. So answer choice A and D are gone because they have the incorrect domains. It should be all real numbers. Now, when we look at our answer choices, we know the range. We know C is incorrect because the range is not all real numbers. That's wrong, right? When we look at the vertex is -3, 5. So when we focus on that y coordinate, right, we notice that there are no y values under that point. All the y values are either going to be 5 or greater than 5. So the correct answer choice for this problem should be answer choice B. Just remember, domain with quadratic equations are typically all real numbers. Anything else, it may be incorrect. So we're moving on to the last problem of this video. And if you found it helpful, we're going to ask that you smash the like button for us. Really helps out our channel. So they're asking us for the domain of the exponential function. So family, just always remember domain deals with x. So if they have anything with y, such as b and d, that is incorrect. When we look at this point here, we know the coordinate is -2, 1. They're hoping that you guys make some type of mistake and maybe pick b, y is greater than 1. But if we're dealing with domain, we're saying, hey, what x values are included, and because it's an open circle, there will not be a or equal to sign. So our correct answer should be x is greater than -2. If we looked at a and we try to use a as an answer choice, we're basically saying that, hey, x is greater than 1, and we don't see that graph there. And we know that there's values that are actually smaller than 1, such as our y-intercept, which is 0, 4. So when we talk about domain and range, family, can be a very easy topic if you understand the different parts and different words that they use, or even the functions, quadratic graphs versus exponential graphs versus just a linear equation or straight line. Really hope that this video review on domain and range was helpful for you, math family. If it was, smash the like button for us. Subscribe to the channel and leave comments down below for future videos or questions you may have from this video or other videos on our channel. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch Algebra 1 with Mr. Peters.